Well, good morning. Couple of names on watch. Couple of names on watch. Alright, so we got CBay, LB. Overall market going higher this morning. Fauci will speak at 10 o'clock to the Senate. Expecting the market will end up being a little bit, maybe somewhat slow in anticipation to the meeting with the Senate, and that the market afterwards is actually going to react to that meeting afterwards. So expecting that it could end up being not something huge, we got about less than a minute to go. Alright, so here we go. JetBlue dropping. Tight range 894, 913. You got Mark. On the move there. Those of you that are looking to get into that name, PRPL pulling back, Trip pulling back. I'll be moving higher. Trip. Just a bunch of consolidations of right now. PRPL pulling back. VIVO setting up for the rollover today. OXY coming high, lower, coming down. OXY. Watching trip, TRIP. LB pulling back. LB. Matt going higher, Matt going higher. LB setting up for a possible reversal. 11.99, tapping at 12.01. View of 1184. LB. LB pulling back. 1182 BUAP. Holding a bit here. If we get onto the view app though, expecting to test that 50 simple moving average 1171. Watching the 100 sitting on the 5 minutes 1163. Possible bear flag pattern of 1 minute time frame. Prior 1 minute candle 1181. Holding on top of the view app. Possible bear flag pattern about to close in 3 seconds here. $11.84 view app. Breaking under the view app. Pretty decent reversal. Getting a little tiny bit of support around here. People are covering their positions. Looks like 1175 will end up coming through. Dropping some more. $50 is sitting at 1172. Dropping some more here. Okay, good job. Good job. My first trade of the day, I covered right there on that little flush. Probably covered a little too early. So I was looking for the test of the 100 simple moving average on the 5. But I did pretty good. I did pretty good. $105, $105 on the first trade. $105 on the first trade on reversal on LB. Expecting we will have a little bit of a bounce around the 100 simple moving average on the 5 minute time frame. sold a little too early, maybe. I was looking for that test of the 100 on the 5 minutes on LB. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm showing you Mark looking at this nice reversal on the 1 minute candle here, and then a bear flag pattern here, and then look at this nice flush though. Like it's that was a gift. Nothing more, nothing short of a gift. We have to look for another trade now. One thing that I do know that I'm good at, I'm actually very, very good picking up reversals. And again, look at the 100 simple moving average on the 5. So I was looking for this test here, and the same thing that I told you guys, I was looking for a possible bounce around these areas, right? So I have to know, and you have to know what you're good at. What you're good at, right? If you don't know what you're good at, well, it's gonna be a little bit of a hard time for you to be able to identify the patterns that you can trade. Yesterday, I took a loss on Under Armour, but the trade actually worked. I got out not looking at what the overall descending triangle was doing, and I stepped out a little bit too early, and I took $100 loss there because I didn't notice, I didn't realize overall what was happening, and I decided to just go out, and it wasn't the best thing. JetBlue pulling back hard, card pulling back hard. So, oh my God, so many gifts today. I'm so excited. All right, 11:58. Look at this thing though. Look at this thing. It keeps on rolling. But since it's a little overextended now, I think we're gonna end up having a little bit of a consolidation period here, and that this thing is actually going to hold. So let me just do something real quick. We have to look for another trade here though. On for example, on this one I only took 400 shares because the size I couldn't, since I took a little bit of a loss yesterday, I wasn't able to get the 600-700 shares that I wanted to. But I took 400 shares, right? I could have taken a little tiny bit more, but I wanted to be conservative. I don't want to go all in on my buying power. So I took only 400 shares. Actually, no. My apologies. I took 500 shares. I can see it here now. I actually thought that I was. Oh no, because I was looking at car, or was it car? What's another stock today? $16 stock. Trip, and I only set up for 400 shares. On LB, I went in with 500. On LB, we can go down to 1105 though. We have a level there. Looking like I actually stepped out a little bit too soon. OXY, huge reversal though. Everything. AMC. Let me see if I can get some shares on AMC low. This reversal here, no shares on AMC. Car BRX. Let me just take a look at BRX. For some reason, yes, no BRX. I've been looking at this one since yesterday for a breakdown. Huge gap down though under this area on 1126 all the way to $9.03 on BRX. Okay, time to go to work. Doji candle in 5 minutes. Gotta let it. I don't like this doji on the 5 though. Wow. Let me see exactly where I got covered. I stepped out at 1169 on LB. I could have made so much more money. Look at this thing. It came down here to the low of this candle, 1150. It could have taken 10 more cents, maybe 8 more cents. But look at this flush under it again. The most extraordinary flush. Wow, it's just amazing though. Amazing. OSTK again. China stocks are probably going to be pulling back hard after Trump announced. I've been watching OSTK since yesterday because of the announcement there. So I'm expecting Chinese stocks. This is Overstock is a Chinese company. I'm expecting that these things are going to start pulling hard due to the announcement, the Trump administration's announcement on what happened with the VIVO pulling hard. Oh my God, so many gifts here today. Yeah, I mean the Fauci is gonna talk at 10 o'clock, and the senators are expecting Fauci to say that it's not gonna be a healthy thing to reopen right now. That's what I'm guessing they're gonna try to do, and they're gonna try to frame those questions so that way they can get away with what they want to ask, right? Oh, come on. BRX. I gotta go back. I gotta watch BRX. There's no short sale restriction there, or nothing like that. I'm expecting to pull some money out by the end of this month. I want to get paid for my work. So 1127, low of this candle here, 1131, 1126. Got 1126. Gotta watch that. 1126. Watching BRX for a follow through after this flag here. Putting an order around 1124, 1123. I'm gonna put it 1122. We got a small flag on the 1 minute. It's consolidating. A little consolidation here. LB bouncing off. This could be a decent bounce on LB, OXY. BRX I'm gonna watch because everything else is bouncing. Even the overall market is bouncing. So I gotta let it run a little bit. Gotta let it consolidate a little bit. But I'm watching. I got my trigger at 1121. Looks a little overextended at 15 minutes, but with this level consolidation that we have in here On the 1 minute, we might end up moving a little bit better. Watching level 2 to see where we're sitting. What's the high of this candles here? 1132. So I can risk 5 cents here. Gonna risk this 5 cents to 1132. See if we can get there. $10.24. Bouncing off a little bit here. Yeah, this a hammer on the 5 minutes here. I probably anticipated. I probably got in a little too early on this move. Yeah, I think I did. 11:33. 11:30 tapping. Yeah, I think I probably stepped in a little bit too early. Watching the level 2. Taking a little bit of support here on this Dragonfly Doji though. Printing a little bit of a hammer candle. I don't like this. Watching the 1136 high here. Rejecting a little bit. I think I should have waited a little bit more. $11.28 prior low. A little bit of a wall of sellers at 1032. Got a $10.36 high there. Doji about to close in 5 seconds. Consolidation looks a little bit too strong. $11.29 pennant. $11.36 high of that consolidation there. Coming up to that area though. Trying to figure out if he's gonna get tired or not. $11.30 low. Topping candle, shooting star formation on the 5 minutes. consolidation here. 1129, 1130, the low of that probably 1 minute candle. $11.28 coming down, showing now that that uptrend is probably getting a little tired now. Coming down to 10. My fill is at 1024. 1024. See how we interact with the low there of that 5 minute candle. 1022. That dragonfly of doji at 1022. Getting a little bit of pressure down though. A little bit of pressure. Bid stacking 1024, holding it tight right there for a second. Looking for some follow through. Again, the low of that 5 minute candle though, we gotta take it out. It's 1022. We don't see much support around there. If we can take that 1024 out, might have a retest of that area and some follow through though towards the $10. Okay, and the 1022 don't have much support here. Let's see, hold up. See some 1021s. Couple of more seconds to go on that 5 minute candle. Still on that consolidation. Close at 5. Bunch of consolidation. I don't like to be in through consolidation though. If it works or not, I don't like being in consolidation. So I'm not gonna let it run too much this time around, because either it starts moving in my direction or I just rather just get out. Now it is holding around 1026 area though. I think we're gonna come and see that 1022 test of the low down there. For the consolidation, I think it's this period of consolidation is about to be ending. Just that this how do you call it? This name doesn't have that volume though. Just 350,000 shares. Traded today. I'm trying to see here the formation that we have in, but with this, the consolidation here isn't too great. But I see that we're printing higher lows, and I don't like that though. We're printing higher lows. bit stack in 1033. Not a good thing this time around though. I'm gonna step out, I think, because he came down but he held, and I'm trying to give it a second though, but I don't feel too comfortable about this here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, stepped out. To be honest with you, I gave out a lot of my gains there. A lot of my gains there. A lot of my gains I gave out there. I went in for 600 shares and I lost $78 on that trade out of the 105 that I already made. So BRX actually fooled me. I was expecting some follow through move and it didn't really work. It's what it is. That's what happens. Again, you don't want to go through a period of consolidation though. Here's printing a evening star formation. Might even come down here though. But it's holding tight, and that's really not a good thing. Too much consolidation on the move here. Man, he has a pretty decent formation on the daily. I gotta be honest with you. This is the reason why I got in, because he has a pretty nice gap down to his 903. And he's setting up for a reversal around here though. But it didn't have that the follow through move that I was expecting to see. Fauci talking now, I'm guessing, and the market slow down. Man, I gave out a lot of my gains there. 70 some dollar on the loss there because of no follow through on BRX. I just broke that level consolidation. We got another level at 1280. Started to run down again. $12.90 being slapped a little bit. Big sellers are stepping in on car. It's almost a dollar move though since that reversal on that top. So not gonna take this one. Not gonna take this one. VRX bounced all the way down to all the way up to 1042 right now. Think I stepped in a little too soon. Sometimes those moves, they work. Some other times they don't. It's looking kind of messy right now, though. Looking kind of messy, though. Holy mackerel. It's looking a little bit messy though. I don't see no follow through here. WTRH today up to 369. It's been working out pretty decently since last Saturday. Not the prior Saturday. Sent this one out on I think it was like $1.33, something like that. $1.33. BRX, oh, BRX, you have to be kidding me. Actually, rejected that VWAP area though. Came down. Again, my fill was at 1024. But look, it came down, came up to 1044. Rejecting that area up there. It's too sad I gave out some of what I had. But look at this formation here. This is what gets me really interesting. I found this name yesterday. And I started doing the homework here and waiting for it to move. And that area at 1026, I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, 1026, 1030 on that trend line is where this thing is actually located. You can see it coming here. But it didn't really go right away. I expected it to move a little closer and go to 8. That would have been a pretty decent thing for me on the way down there, because it would have been a decent thing for me. Instead, it didn't really work the way that I expected. As of right now, the market looks a little kind of choppy with not much follow through. Good morning, Sean. Good morning. Looking at it going back now, instead of VRX, if I would have stick with LB and gotten that reversal for that bounce, which is this 5-minute candle here, around these areas. Look at it right here. Couple of hammers, 1, 2, then coming up, right? That little bit of a bounce to 1175. We had an area here, 1152. So at least 20-cent move. That would have been pretty decent, because the first time around in this flush here, I actually took 21 cents, and I ended up, I think, selling off or covering my position a little bit sooner than I wanted to, because I wanted to get it close to this 100 simple moving average on the 5, which was sitting at 1163. But I didn't cover it right there. I covered 1169, right? So 6 cents prior to what I was planning to. Okay, BRX is now moving. BRX is now moving. But you know, it's being a slow mover, and with the market being performing the way that it's been performing, a 15-minute low at 1023. Right now, retesting that same area on the 15 here. I really don't want to chase it, because we have a high here, 1044, a 25-cent move pretty much to 1020 on that 5-minute reversal. And although we have a pretty decent gap here to be filled, I gotta keep it on watch here for a second. I would like to see it print somewhat of a bear flag pattern rather. It's actually moving in a pretty decent way. I just don't want to chase it now towards the 10, because you might end up having a little bit of a bounce. And I don't want to get into the bounce. Holding around the 1020 area. I'm getting a little bit of support. This is so stupid. Now looking at it from a little bit of a closer look, if you look at here, this is the reason why I failed. I got in a little bit too soon on this move, indeed, and it was my mistake. For example, this flush here, these two candles, and then you see this third one here. This is a doji, morning doji star formation. Clearly now, looking back at it, okay, well, I should have seen it because I stepped in on this candle through that consolidation. And then I held through this, and this one took me out. But this candle, with this two here, clearly a morning doji star formation, which actually shows that there was a possible bounce coming in. This was their support right here, exactly pretty close to the low, 1027, right there, 1027. And the three candles all together with this one here clearly shows a doji, morning doji star formation there. And I didn't see it. Now here it's another reversal, 1023 right here, rejecting, coming towards the low of this 1017 here, with another doji on the 5. So I can clearly see now the reason why this trade didn't really work out for me was because I anticipated the move a little too soon, and I didn't read the pattern soon enough to realize that that wasn't the place to place a short trade, and I stepped in a little bit too soon. BRX. Level of consolidation slowing down. I think we're gonna keep on moving here though. I think we're gonna keep moving here. It's moving slow, but I think we're gonna keep moving because we interacted with the price range here a couple of times. Although those 5-minute candles showing a little bit of a slowdown on the move. So we might end up seeing that $10 test. There you go. BRX is trading a little bit too slow though. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable getting around these areas. It's now showing a little bit of a slowdown. Pretty decent reversal on OXY. Right here with another hanging man on the 1 minute time frame here. Shooting star formation on the 5. Coming down hard. Pretty decent 20, 19, 18 cent move there. OXY getting that little support around 14.95. Was prior 15-minute low. Prior 15-minute low. Give me a second, guys. Where's Mark? For those of you trading Mark, 247. No PK there on the move. Have you guys put any trades through today? Got it. Watching car here. So I put two trades in today. The LB reversal right out of the gates, pretty much. It's second green candle in the 5-minute time frame. We have doji there, and then the BRX when it was actually on that consolidation, was looking for some follow through that didn't really work out exactly how I was planning to see it work out. So that wow, OXY, it's still coming down though. That means that WPX is probably doing the same thing. Yeah, in a very choppy way. About APA, there's probably no shares to short APA, and oof, no way. You look at that and it's like, no way. Okay, finally broke here on car. I have to say, with the volume that we have now, it's not the greatest, but I like 1240 test, and then you can see 1131. Holding the prior support, bid stacking at 1275. Getting a little bit tired around the prior support. Possible perfect pattern on the 1-minute time frame. On car. Okay, so we have 3 retests here of those lows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, interacting pretty strong around the prior low here. Probably gonna, if we're gonna take it down, we probably gonna can end up going there. I got an order already at 1271. I find myself a little bit hesitant on that order. Yeah. I don't trust that it's the... These trends have been moving quite slow over the last couple of minutes. A lot of indecision. One thing that I see is interacting with the high 1278 again. See if we're gonna reject that area or not, but surely 1275, it's a prior area of support based on the 15 minutes, and we're hovering very close to this area now. XY following through, Doge on the 5, trying to break it under. This area is a consolidation on things that we have to avoid. So you can see there, it's actually getting that support. No follow through today, not much. XY. Still a little bit of move here. We can see this candle here, this hammer, topping candle 5 here. Rejected the area under the view app, came down hard. For those that were holding around that area or that I got in, they took 20 some 30 cents there, which is actually not a bad thing. You can see a small flag formation on the 1 minute time frame on CAR, coming down towards the 1271 area, 1274. Small flag, 5 minute time frame on CAR. right, so look at that LB, the way they had that retest here. Look at the formation. It looks a little bit like inverted, well, not like a head and shoulder formation type of. You can have the low neckline here, one shoulder, the head, and another consolidation right here, making this a little bit of a curve here for another shoulder. So head and shoulder formation on this LB, possible reversal right here around that 1182. Look at how it bounced right here on the prior low on that 5 minutes. You know, retest, come up, down, test, up again. The market just volume slowed down a lot though, and it looks a little bit more tricky now. Car got under the trend line, hitting that 1271, 1272. Looks like we're gonna have a reversal here on LB. Retesting the highs here of the head and shoulder pattern on the 1 minute time frame with a topping candle on the 5. Just a little bit too slow for my taste, really. Could be a pretty decent reversal right here, I gotta say though. Just price action has slowed down in the market, overall market, as of in the last 30 minutes, maybe the last hour, when supposedly Fauci is supposed to be speaking. And the reason why I think he has done so is because people don't want to get into the market and this doctor come out and say something on the opposite side of where they're sitting, because that's gonna make you bleed pretty hard. So this is the reason why I think that we have slowed down by a lot over this last hour. That's the right thing to do, Sean. I have to say, it was a little bit too early on BRX. Right now, 1016, printing a pattern that looks like it's gonna break down, and we might have the test of the $10 that I was looking for. I want to take 20 cents out of that trade, and I got in at 1024. Didn't work, but that just that didn't work fast enough, and it reversed. But the LB reversal though, it was pretty decent reversal, and it worked out pretty well. The second trade was the one that actually put me back a little bit when I gave out a lot of my gains. About 75% of my gains today on that trade. Still green though, still green. It's just that it didn't work as I expected, because the formation that we had on 5, and again, it's funny because I mentioned that I wanted to give it a couple of minutes to different names that I was looking at, when even the overall market kind of bounced off right down the spot, and I wanted to wait because of the fact that the market was bouncing and most of the stocks were bouncing, and I didn't stop to look at the formation that we were printing on the 5, and well, then I paid the price on that. Pretty decent reversal here on LB. Probably gonna test the 100 here on 1163. I would have taken this reversal. I'd taken this maybe 15 cents and get out of there. And the reason why I would have done that is because I see that, you know, stocks are not moving in the way that we might expect. They've been trading a little bit kind of weird way, really slow, really kind of dead after 10 o'clock. Yeah, again, this Dr. Fauci's speaking with the Senate today. And so a lot of people are expecting different things. And I think people don't want to be exposed too much to whatever he's going to say. So the market is taking it easy until that thing ends and see what afterwards that's going to come out to be. So right now, people are really taking it easy. Guys, I'm gonna just cut the stream here. The market is just not doing much. I'm gonna be around anyway, but I don't know. I'm not seeing much follow through here, and try not to put myself in jeopardy here anyway. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Take care. I'm gonna keep the conversation rolling on Discord, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy trading, guys.